and get nothing.
Fire! 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 Hey, they bad! Hey, they bad! Hey, they bad! Run, murder! Run, murder! God! God!
Like, check, 1, 2, 3. This right here is
beast. Cut from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Oh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Cut from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Oh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Oh, nah, 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 nah,
I'm a beast, I'm a beast from a different cloth, North Philly streets. Made me a different boss, nigga, ADB, ADB.
Nah, nah, nah,
I got the heat, don't try, you gon' die, die, die. Cause I aim triggers, bang niggas and flame niggas. Hit your brain, nigga, rearrange, figure I'm insane, nigga. Why reach for your neck when my chain bigger? I'd rather follow you home when you leave a bank, nigga. The streets ain't safe, nigga. That's why every time I leave my squad, tell them be safe, nigga. Extra heat in the safe, nigga. In a trap spot, razor scrape across the plate like it's safe, nigga.
Beast, cut from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Oh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Cut from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Oh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Oh, nah, 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 nah.
I'm ducking dodging fast while I'm riding around with that Nina. My brother just got booked cause they called his ass with the heater. Said his car matched the description, 100,000 for the bell. Middle finger to the law, hope all the real get out of jail. About to get up on my tee, I make sure every word is clear. Stitches don't deserve no freedom, should be the first in the chair. That man just really all I'ma say and just leave it there. It ain't affecting us, it won't take no money from here. We ballin' hard, we pushing everything over here to the limit. Block on guard, got that Matumbo ready for opposition. Opposition, no, 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 now on tree and your niggas missing. Your hood ain't like my hood, you don't get this shit how I get it. You don't trap or cook the same, you don't flip this shit how I flip it. I be in the game like Jordan, my swag and be so pimpin'. I'm lippin' cause that thing in my pants come with an extension. If I pull it out and use it, I'm faking this
beast. Cut from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Oh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Cut from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Oh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Oh, nah, 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 nah.
Spazomatic, supersonic, blowing weed, I'm hydroponic, California, love my sweat. Bitch, I'm in my fucking bed. Did this for my team, fuck you niggas really mean. Dr. Martin Luther King, cause I'm out here chasing dreams. I'm all about my dollars and my guns. Come and holler, come out weed into my sorrow, from my teeth into my powder. My paper chase the sour D's to flip a lot of keys. I hustle hard every day for a motherfucking cheese. No, give it like a reason. I'm ballin' for a season. And the semi-automatic, cause man, I'm spasmatic. My balls are automatic and I'm something like a savage. I'm all about a dollar, and my guns come and holler. My weed into my sorrow, my D's into my powder. My paper chase the sour D's to flip a lot of keys. I hustle hard every day for a fucking reason. I'm a beast, I'm a boss, baby girl, up with a cost, I'm a beast.
Cut from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Oh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Cut from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Oh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Oh, nah, 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 nah.
So you say, like, when I hear all of these gods popping up, how I feel like I'm the god of all gods. Like, I don't know none of these dudes, man. These niggas in their own city don't even know these dudes, man. And half of them ain't got knowledge of self, so how could you be God? It's just different, man. Great God is just different, man. Ask about me. It's all actual fact. Ask about me. The bars is spectacular. How you gon' outwit great God's vernacular? I'll flip a pie without using a spatula. Submit your resume for the most eligible bachelor.
Great God.
I'm the God of all gods. All these other niggas with God in their name, they all frauds. Never seen these niggas, not in the streets, they all broads. Only nigga lap I ever sat on was Santa Claus. And that pussy never brought my train. So guess what? I never hopped on this lap again. When I spit, I know you niggas hear my pain. You hear that hunger like a nigga ain't ate all summer. You niggas ass like the last piece of wonder. You soft dupe, my click sturdy like Fab Five. We all shoot. PIMPIRE. So don't get caught in the melee. I ain't known for kicking it, nigga. My name not Pele. A bad little sister, a strong mother and father, and a gay little brother. I guess that make me JJ. I don't text niggas back if they reply cake. Yeah, it's great God. Love, winter coat is immaculate. This shit cost me 7,000 cash, no Kaepernick.
Great God.
The cashmere crimey, the one they ain't wanna let in the club. He was too grimy, the one that all the thorough chicks wanna sink their teeth in. The clothes you buy to wear to the club, I go to sleep in. The neighbors know my name is in cursive in the deep end. I told you pussies that I'm a wolf, I don't wear sheepskin.
You always talking shit, God.
Should I continue? All you need to have was a bird and you on the menu. Like security, I'd follow you to the venue. I never liked you suck-ass rappers and don't pretend to. So I be damned if I scuff my boot and go back and forth with a purse-wearing rapper that think he cute. No. I'm differente, raps Roberto Clemente. My watch face is Tiffany, not my sneaks, comprende?
You are now listening to God Brothers. God Brothers.
Hey yo, move the crowd like I drew the gap. Few dial for the Gucci slacks, the shoes is 2 racks. But I ain't skiing, hopping out the European. Your bitch trash, I wouldn't pee on your BM. I been shining like light when it hit 3M. Fiend smoke it out of the soda can, he don't need stem. The spot where the bum niggas at, I never be in. Fly nigga with an attitude, I'm MC Ren. Addicts is my friends, they get extra if they bring me sales. I let them sniff the residue under my fingernails. Bring a scale, you niggas will never measure up. A rapper that pose in bitch clothes, never next to us. You niggas weird and your song's garbage. Quit this rap shit, we need more workers in the fish market. Fuck your name, you just a big target. No tattoos, I draw on the artist, now we dearly departed. The trench coat gallery department. Got a girl I nicknamed Dumb Bitch, her head is retarded. God shit.
Stop fucking playing games and get back to the fucking basics and put that fucking good music out. Start talking that shit again and stop worrying about all the shit outside of the music. The music gotta be good. Ain't nobody gonna say it, but y'all not talking that shit no more.
Yeah, It's great God. Love.
Mic check, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mic check. Tell me you can hear your boy. Tell me you can hear your boy. What we doing? Can you hear me? 6'4" baller. So Devon. I'm good. We in the building. We in the pod self. Pod self. You know what I mean? Technical difficulties. It happened to the best of us sometimes. It happened to the best of us sometimes, you heard? Listen, I got something special for you. I got something special for you, you heard? You heard? PIMPIRE Zone. But we ain't gonna get to it right now. PIMPIRE Zone. Roc Marciano, PIMPIRE shouted out. You heard? We got something special for you. You heard me? Listen, this kid right here, son right here, Wordsmith extraordinare. Wordsmith extraordinare. You know what I mean? Gritty, raw, vivid, illustrious bars. Son talk that kind of talk that you can't talk unless you've been there. You can't talk it unless you've been there, you heard? Son talk that talk. But before we get into that, I'm gonna let y'all hold something real quick. I'm gonna let y'all hold something real quick from the guard real quick, you heard? Y'all hold this.
Yo, Smokey! It's Great God. Yo, Dow, you ready? If he violates somebody, gotta die, word to mine. Let his ass get out of place. I put him back in line. Niggas had them skimpy ass bags. I was packing mine. If you got the bread for a big, then don't you order 9. True street stories I'm telling. Nigga, I ain't them. Whoever was supplying your boss, I was supplying them. 4 season 10s for tees and a champ hood. Take 18 and make 36 if the stamp's good. Cut it out the rubber, break your way in and spray it, then put it back together and sell it. Nothing to play with. Kept the money at my auntie house. She ain't even know it. She was cleaning one morning and found it. I let her blow it. When the snakes in the grass, keep it cut. You gotta mow it slow. Money's better than no money. You better know it. Use a dummy if you still selling weed and you don't grow it. Got rich and my old head taught me how not to blow it. I learned a lot from a nigga who was 62. Taught me how to go buy an ounce, then buy a 62. He was rich before I was born. He said at 62, he ran all the dope from Knickerbocker to Brooklyn too. Who is you? Real only recognized official. Shot a nigga on Livonia. His mama heard it on Bristol. Yeah, I laid on him. Said a quick prayer, loaded a missile. Waited for the train, and when it came past, emptied the pistol. Then I skated off. Got away clean, cause it was calculated. Thought it through. I don't do nothing because I'm agitated. He no longer with us. Know why? Cause he violated. Disrespect come into play, it get annihilated. Nigga know my mission. Seek and destroy. Send a decoy. Little bad bitch from Freevoid. Red dots all over his body glowing like Leroy. If I get locked, I'm spin the yard like a B-boy. I ain't gotta make up nothing. I just recollect. Went to work and then bought work. Soon as I got a check, worked at the rehab perfect. Soon as they got their check, they ain't had to leave to get high. They boss was they connect. Sound foul, but somebody gotta do it. Getting fiend head. Fuck it, somebody gotta chew it. With no Mario Brothers for me, I was getting to it. Stashing every last coin I made like I was Jewish. We was kicking doors, laying niggas down on their kitchen floors. If I can't find you, fuck it, I go and get your whore. If I can't find that bitch, I'm to the daycare. I don't play fair, I'm in your crib if the safe there. And we don't beef what niggas beat, we go to damn war. Catch them at the shipwreck, tear up the damn store. Mama, y'all want no drama. From 05 to 2012, I was like Osama. They was looking for me. Know you hear that shit in my voice, my heart pouring out. Relocated for 7 years, I ran the warrant out. New ID, new state, 100 in the suitcase. These kicked the door down, bitch, I'm going too late. When I first moved upstate, I had 2 apes. 6 months later, I had enough for 2 rapes, and I did all this off coca. Put diamonds in chokers. Was I Scarface? Nah, but I felt like Sosa. What you know about cooking a bird, selling a brick and all dimes from the first to the third? You wanna talk cocaine? Nigga, let's go. And man, some more birds than me, he work at Petco. God, great God.
Hey, yo, listen, off top, before we get this started, right, this ain't the wrap up. So this ain't the chat for trolling respectfully, you heard? We do that doing the wrap up, you heard? This ain't the chat for trolling respectfully. No cursing in the chat. All my mods, yeah, handle your BI. Give them a warning and all of that, but no cursing in the chat. We go respect the artist's craft, you heard? In the meantime, one more joint before we get started. Shout out Jaffe. Shout out Top Tiger Jaffe. Queen, stand up.
Yeah.
Peace, God. It's your God, brother, pushing, man. I just wanna let you know, God, keep being great. But it's time you let him have it, God. It's time you let him know who hold the power.
Shot, my head scoop when I'm leaving your block. I'm in the gym, I leave 2 on your top. Don't let a shell drop, like basically revolve the spot. You let a name drop, surprised that these niggas is telling these pussies been cops. You shoot them and you burn them alive. That's how you treat ops in the kitchen with a pot in the vision. Or watch a mad lock, you dropping and you throwing the ice. And watch that bitch lock, get the pin off the leash. I've been in the streets, I'm done doing shit for niggas that only leech. In the projects, they talking that somebody gotta die, shit, not in my shit. You load up the car just like one apartment, that's the door shit. You die when you stay in the road in the carpet. And they talking they got many men, don't care, niggas send them in. A gangster and a gentleman, don't shoot them, then we tuck him in. Like yeah, fuck how they feel, man I'm supposed to win. And catch a nigga running his lip, I get who close to him. Top.
You are now listening to God's next song. You are now listening to God's next song.
Yeah. Boy, you new to the block, you know the rules, pussy shooter get shot. I back it out and blow the cards like the game when it stop. I'm sick of niggas acting tough when they not. Niggas shot you last year, pussy, what you forgot? It's time to pick in the plot. Jaffy, who is these niggas? Where they resume? Put your blinker on or in your lane, you better stay. Cause this one right here, this one for street niggas that turn Ku Klux Klan in the drought and beat niggas. Light skin with wave, yeah, I'm a sweet nigga. They told you I'm a plate, well try to come eat, nigga. I dare one of you pussy niggas to pull a knocker. Cause Great God feel like Bishop did at the locker.
You're crazy, man. You know what?
Good people, good
When you said that
people.
last time, I was kind of tripping, right?
Hold on, you get ready, hold on. Hold on, good people. Let me get ready, hold on. We about to get to this real quick. Like, hold on, let me change this real quick. Yeah, let me change that real quick. Let me do that one time. We gotta take this off right here. Do that one time, good people. Listen, told you I got something special for you, you heard? The God Squad's finest. You understand me? Brownsville, stand up, you heard? Upstate New York, Syracuse and all of that. Stand up, Rochester, all of that. Stand up, Buffalo, Watertown, Poughkeepsie, all of that. You know what I mean? The tri-state area. Better than that, this real rap right here. This is real bars. You understand me? East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, down South. If you respect real bars, like I said, that vivid rap, that shit you can close your eyes when someone talking and you can see that shit. You heard? That illustrious street shit. You understand me? Gritty shit. You understand me? We got the finest at it. You heard me? We got the finest at it. None better. None better than Great God. Peace, God. Peace, God.
What's good with you, family? How you doing? Peace.
How you? First of all, my G's, it's a pleasure. Like I said, time is valuable. That's something you can't get back. And I appreciate you for giving me a minute of your time, Playboy. That's a fact.
Nah, of course. We're going to take more than a minute, man. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. All right, so bum. All right, we go back it all the way up, and then we go get the present day, you heard? So, all right, boom. We in the streets, right? We running around Brooklyn crazy. We running around Brownsville crazy. We running around Chester Ave crazy. Livonia crazy. We running around Prospect, Saratoga up the hill, and all of that crazy. We running through the joint, right?
Yeah.
I talk to me. So what's your background there? Where you at in Brooklyn and all of that?
So when I was in Brooklyn, I was in Brownsville, 308 Sutter Ave. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
come out the building, Langston Hughes right across the street, Van Dyke to the right down the block.
Say that.
Yeah.
Say that. All right. So what we doing at this time? I'm imagining right now we in our teenage years. We off the stoop and all of that. Matter of fact, when you jumped off the stoop, what age you around when you jumping off the stoop and all of that?
So I officially jumped off the stoop. I would have to say about 13, 14, probably 13, 14 years old. I was in the Midwest still, but I was already running from up and down the highway to Waterloo, back to Des Moines, back to Chicago, over to Chicago where my cousins was all of them was all getting money over there. Shout out my cousin Kim, my cousin Glenda. You understand? Yeah, I was knuckleheading a little early. You know what I'm saying? About I would say officially though, like probably 13, 14 years old. Yeah.
What's our little getting money schemes around that age right there? What we doing? We pitching? Yeah, I mean we running up in points. What we doing?
At first, let me tell you what we was doing. At first, what I really started off doing was breaking in niggas' cars, and you know what I'm saying. What half a mil say? You ain't a player, you's a car thief.
Half a mil, salute.
Nick, they had booming systems and all that, and we was running around taking niggas' systems and Alpine pullouts and all that.
Oh yeah, I remember them Alpine days. Alpines and Kenwoods was back then. Word.
Yeah. So we was running around doing that. Then, like I said, my cousin Kim, she always was attached to the hustlers. My aunt, she had the flyest, not restaurant, pardon herself. She had the flyest beauty salon, so all the fly girls would go there to get their hair done and all that. And her daughter Kim and Glenda was my favorite cousins. Like that was my favorite aunt. So between my favorite aunt and my Uncle Tommy that was getting to a lot of bread, those was my influences. So Uncle Tommy was hustling heavy, but he kept going back and forth to jail. So my cousin Kim knew all the hustlers. Those was her boyfriends. So after that car shit, it went to finding and taking 62s out the closet where she was hiding them because everybody was going to her. She was hiding all the work. And you know, sneaky cuz in there breaking pieces off, hiding it, you know what I'm saying, taking swammies and all of that, and then it just progressed from there. Then after that, it went from that to the Justice U. It went from that to Juxon.
Juxon, you know, that's that Browns new shit for real. Juxon niggas, you know that. But yeah, so bang, hold on, you said auntie and the cousin, they holding 62s in the closet and all that, like. You breaking this shit off, niggas ain't missing their shit, or they got so much work, they're like, all right, fuck that little nigga right there. Let me get this.
Nah, see, they combed her head one time, and that's what really made me stop that, because they went across her head like a clipper. But not my aunt. Now, my aunt was on the straight, and my aunt wasn't into that. As far as I knew, my uncle was heavy. Everybody know him. But that was her daughter that was always dating them. So yeah, she was stashing, and she had the biggest hustler in the town at the time. And
big.
Yeah, he was big. Now he knew what was going on, but he didn't know it was me though. You understand what I'm saying? Because I always had the clean cut image, always fly, always the guy that when my mama be like, yo, he's so disrespectful, or he this or he that.
She don't even believe that shit. I'm just saying, God.
Yeah, they like, not him. None of this shit you talking about. So they never thought that I was doing it. And then, you know what I'm saying, you know, I bust out and did something that I probably shouldn't have did to make it show. I revealed my hand as far as that I had a little bread. And where's he getting this bread from? You understand? So then
everything they start putting the pieces of puzzle together. They're like, oh, this little nigga out here getting to it, huh?
Yeah, so they was like, "Oh nah," and it wasn't. And listen, I'm not gonna lie on myself or lie. I'm not an exaggerator. So I wasn't getting no crazy amount of bread at that time.
Couple of $50, $20, some shit like that, right?
Nah, it was some hundreds. It was some, you feel me? But it wasn't like I bust out with the LQ45 or nothing like that. Let's not make no mistake. You know what I'm saying? But I was taking enough that they went across her head like a clipper, and that's what made me stop. And then I just started juxing because I kept telling her, "Let me get him. Let me get him. He gonna go to jail. Why you don't want me to have the money?" And she was never with it. So then I just started taking it.
All right. So boom, the whole time, where does music come into effect? Let me ask you a couple questions and correct me if I'm wrong, because a lot of kids who get into music, if they really nice, they was playing instruments at one time, or they may have been in the choir, or they may have been, you know what I mean? When music started for you?
I'm going to be honest with you, son. I played the violin at one point, and I was dope at that shit, too. I ain't going to lie, son. I was nice with that violin for a minute, and then
I was into the poetry, and the poetry is what spawned the natural progression to the rapping. Because once I got into and I'm listening to hip hop every single day, and I'm writing poems. And
Hold. Who you listen to? Who your influences around this time right here?
When I first started, my influences was more West Coast dudes or in Midwest dudes. Later on, probably 16, 17, it was all East Coast after that. Because mind you, I was going back and forth visiting my pops. I was going back and forth visiting my aunt. You understand? So I always had I had the best of both worlds. So I would hear what I was hearing in the neighborhood in the Midwest, but then I had the East Coast vibe and the East Coast swag. So you know, it was truly the best of both worlds, God. And yeah. And then you know what it was? The East Coast had more knowledge of self in it. And soon as I got into the lessons, it was like, oh nah, well that's what I want to hear. That's what you go to. Remember back then, the lessons was being implemented in the rhymes. They was talking.
We talking Rakim, then we could speed up brand new being poor righteous teachers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Granddaddy IU, King's son. You know what I mean? We go on and on with that.
Yeah, all that. Shout out Lord JAMAR. It's my brother, man.
Shout out Lord JAMAR. Hey yo, so let me ask you a question. All right, so does the lessons come into effect first, or do you start writing your poetry first and spitting your bars first, and the lessons elevated your ball game?
Yeah.
Which one came first?
The lessons came after. The lessons came after. Because my uncle, he was heavy in the VL nation. You understand? So anybody know anything about the vice laws, the brothers, that really was Islam driven. You understand? And had way more structure than like the GDs and the folks and everything else that was going on around me. So at that time,
that's a fact, because that's around it. I don't mean to cut your knowledge, go, but that's around the time, around that same time. I'm imagining he saw that movement. That's when Jeff Ford, he switched it up and had the peace stones on they Muslim demon type of shit. Yeah, you 100% right, Lord.
Right. So you know the Muslims, the brothers, you know, they had the Islam in their lessons. So it was like, yeah, so it was a natural progression after that. So, you know, I was already writing, but then that knowledge of self, God, that just like right now, today, today is perfect because today is the 31st, which is understanding knowledge, all born
culture freedom.
Culture is the way that we live, the things that we do on a daily basis. You understand? Everything that we do, what we eat, everything in our truth or squares. So the culture is something that I still live by to this very day. Like imagine learning. It's only a few things that you may have learned as a king out of vine that you still keep with you to this very day.
God, I knowledge 1 through 20 at 14. So yeah, I mean, I dig it. You know what I mean? And right now, I'm power, I'm power understanding right now, Lord. You smell me? So yeah, and it don't matter. I said this a while back. It don't matter what you get involved in. If you started dealing with the lessons first, you may stray off a little bit and get into this, get into that. A lot of God bodies became Damu and all that good shit. But eventually, you find your way back to that culture, B. That's a fact.
Of course. You only look at culture cycle, so that means that you preserving your situation. You preserving you know ourself, Lord and Master. You know you preserving you. You understand? So, but yeah, now you know, along with that knowledge of self came brothers that showed me a different life too, and that's where them grimy Brownsville shit come in at. Now we going on Justice Hughes. Now it's like, damn.
Hey, y'all, stuff go. Because that's around the time the renegade guards, when we out there doing our 1-2, we hustling and all of that, our favorite word, and you know God self is savior, God. I gotta, you know what I mean, self-savior, God. I gotta get out here and do me, God. Go ahead.
That's right. Yeah, them grimy Garvey boys. Coming down Saratoga.
All right, so I'm imagining you already on your renegade guard shit. So you out there, you doing your 1-2 on the block and all of that. You playing with the crowns and all that good shit, the guard you nails and all that good shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so who's some of the big boys out there in the town around this time right here?
So at that time, so are we talking about out there or once I get to Brooklyn?
Once you get to Brooklyn.
I mean, you know, we look up to, you know, Shabar, the guard. You understand? You know, the guards that was doing exactly what I was doing. The guards that was like, okay, they got knowledge of self and they could teach the babies, but we might not be living right and exact, but we striving for perfection, though. You
Peace to
understand?
the God, T-Born, peace to the God, Black Knowledge and all that good shit, yeah. The live renegade guards and all that good shit, B.
Yeah. And then, you know, but one thing that I was doing too is when I was in the Ville, I was always when you're not born and raised in New York, like I wasn't born and raised in the city. I just lived there. You understand? So, you know, when you born and raised, okay, you might go from Garvey, you might go down to Livonia, you might mess around in the Ville, you might go up the hill to Atlantic, you might go to Carolina Kitchen, you understand, at the top of the hill, but you probably ain't going too far.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Me being that I wasn't born and raised there,
you ain't got no limits. You ain't got no limits. You exploring everything.
Oh God, I knew how to drive. Nobody around me knew how to drive. Nobody around me cared about leaving the Ville. So I was going uptown. I was going up there fucking with my cousin Luca Brasi.
That's what nigga gonna do is go to Flatbush. You right, B. You right, B.
Yeah, nah, for real. You wasn't going to, yo, boy. And then you had to be careful even going to the bus from the Ville. Like,
that's a fact. All type of moves on your body.
Especially in them 90s when it was different.
That's a fact.
Listen, that was a different time, son. Like, so I had to.
Let me ask you a question. Being that you said that, great God, because I remember when I was coming up, right? And my pops, my uncles used to be like, yeah, back in our day, that was a different time. That was a different time, right? And I didn't understand what they were saying. I understood it, but I didn't understand it. But now we them same old heads, but I think like actually it's really a different time. We was doing everything these young boys was doing, except when you have social media, cameras all over the place. Right. That way, whatever the count is now, we probably had a larger count because we didn't get caught of all the shit one scene that niggas was doing back then. You understand me?
Right.
Not condoning nothing, but like you said, it was a wild time back then. You had the low lifes running around, you had the D-Seps running around, you had your Yardy niggas running around, you had your Haitian niggas running around, you had the Rutland Boat niggas running around. It was a whole different type of vibe back then, B.
Nah, for real, you couldn't even. Man, you would be lucky if you could make it down Pickens Avenue, my bro. If you had to get your BMX bike fixed, you understand what I'm saying? If you had to go to that bike shop and get your motherfucking your talker or your GT Performer fixed, boy, you better be ready for hell. If you had to go to Jahamid, remember Jahamid at the bike, you know. If you had to go up there, boy, and you wasn't 30 like they say now, you might not make it back down, mother gas. And
that's a whole thing.
Niggas in Van Dyke, you gotta worry about these niggas in Langston Hughes. You gotta worry about these niggas in Tilden. So you had to be on point, son.
That's a whole fact. All right, so boom. When around this time, I'm imagining, are you still rhyming, or you giving rhyming up? You giving the poetry up for a minute, or you sticking with it the whole time?
Nah, I'm rhyming, but the streets. You gotta remember that transition. Like I was still doing street shit in the Midwest, but it's a whole different ball game now. You understand? Now it's a different level of treachery. We dealing with a different level of poverty. We dealing with a different level of, like I said, treachery and brothers that's willing to do a lot more for a lot less.
Factually, for a lot less. For past sneakers. For the jacket you got on, for a lot less, my nigga.
For a lot less. Less. For a ski jacket, nigga if you don't take that off, nigga might try to cut you. His feathers flying everywhere. These motherfuckers, you feel me? Nigga to rip your goose, try to snatch the shit off your man. Don't fuck around and have no yo. You got a cookie sweat on. Anything could get you.
Wow. Yeah.
Yo, God, you know I ain't lying. You know
That's a fact. Plenty niggas that came home barefooted, be assed out in boxes and all type shit, son. The whole fact. And plenty of niggas run that.
They
You
don't
run
know,
that. You ain't built like that. You running that.
they don't know nothing about keeping that razor under the sole of your shoe in case you have to go to Rikers out. In case you fuck around and get clipped out here, you got that boy tucked in case you gotta go to that motherfucking analyst part.
Alright, so you running the streets crazy. You done left the, you know what I mean? Cause I mean, getting nice with your craft alone for a little second. When you pick your craft back up.
I would have to say I really picked it up when I moved, when I started going from Brooklyn to upstate New York.
I was about to ask you, do you credit Upstate for really paying attention to your craft and getting in your bag?
Nah, real shit. Cause like I said, I was always rhyming, but I met some incredible brothers.
Niggas up there, some of them niggas spit. And like this ain't nothing new. Like when you talk about rappers, right? Niggas will tell you, like if you hit a Philly nigga, if he nice, the nigga spitting bars. You know what I mean? If he nice. Like upstate niggas, if the niggas is nice, them niggas is spitting bars. I don't know what get these niggas misconstrued. Like the niggas don't be talking that talk.
Yeah.
Now, they pay attention to it now. You were part of that wave, but you know niggas was nice before any of this movement that's been going on the past 5, 16 years. You knew niggas was nice back then.
I was telling, hey yo, I promise you, wallahi, I was telling the labels, I was running in these labels, telling them, yo, New York City, it ain't about to be about Brooklyn, Harlem, and the Bronx and Queens no more. It's gonna be like if I can show, I got old tweets when I take this mask off, I'm gonna show them how long I've been tweeting and telling, like, yo, boy, I've been new, because when I came upstate, I knew. I saw and I said, oh nah, I met some of the illest rappers that I ever met, that I ever heard spit. And I would bring like Thumpman Dozer, man, Animal, Sammy G, Animal, Louis Vuitton, Animal. So it's like, and I would bring Dozer back to New York. I would take Dozer to New York with me and let him tear everybody up.
Freaky, yeah.
You understand? So yeah, but so when we created what we created in upstate New York at that time, son, it was undeniable, and I already knew I knew what to be the truth, to be fact. I knew that it was fact. I knew what was going to happen. I knew that this day was coming.
I still sharp is still on sharp and iron, right? So being that you leaving the city right now at that time, they getting into the universal shit. They get into the universal sound, the down south shit. The universal sound and all that. Being that still sharp and still, and you upstate, you running into niggas like Conway, Benny, 38. You running into niggas like Edo, Matt Haney. You know what I mean? You running into all these niggas, listening to these niggas ciphering up and all that. My nigga Just One and all that. Shout out Just One, Team Homie. Shout out Wade Out Black, Team Homie, God Squad. Running into niggas like this right here. That's that sharp and you're still at the same time?
No, of course. Especially being around like Dozer, Sammy, like, cause they was like I always tell people, son, I never heard nobody talk like Thumpman Dozer in my life. Still.
What happened with son? You locked up with son?
Huh?
Your man Thump, he still around?
Nah, they took, as soon as I got my deal, like last year, they took a year and a half ago, they took the guard from us, man. I told interviews, and I don't ever like to reference him in the past tense, so people feel like that he's still here. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like I never heard nobody talk like that ever. And then I would call, like I introduced him to Tragedy, Gaddafi. Shout out Tragedy. Traz, like, man, I ain't never heard nobody talk like that. I introduced him to Killer Cam. He came on 45th one day. He shot everybody down. He battled anybody that was somebody on that block that day. That man Killer said, yo, son, like, he is different. Like him? And then it was, every time I saw Cam after that, he would say, yo, I got a Cuban as big as a human. Where that nigga that said that? He got a Cuban in the medallion as big as a human. And he never forgot, son.
All right, so listen, this is what we're about to do right now. Before we get into the next subject and all of that, we gonna let the good people hold something. This right here, this one of my favorite hooks right here. When I can't stunt, it's one of my favorite hooks right here. Gotta take these niggas to church, B.
Crazy for this one, man. We just had to take them to church. I know the truth gonna hurt.
Yo, make a laws driven Nicky Man and my son while he in the can and help him return home safely to the land. I can't believe I'm even yelling free him. He's supposed to be rocking shows and getting chased out Coliseum. Asking me pop, explain or redeem. We were Siamese twins side by side, so could nobody cheer. Oh Lord, I would never question. But how you take my little man as soon as I blow in my profession? I waited decades to be revered. It hurt like hell to know I'm about to go to France and gotta leave him here. But let me watch my mouth, watch my manners. I know you the best of planners, so for little Taj, I'm about to go bananas. I'm about to show out, and now I don't even go out. Run through all these pussy ass rappers like it's a whole house. This is not your strip no more, this my block. If I lose a load, my wristwatch worth a my block. I know you aggy when you hear Great God in your time slot. You like, man, this boy done it again. And I ain't come to be friends, boy, I came here to win. So tell Rock Marcy and Knowledge, let the games begin. Pimp
We just had to take them to church. We just had to take them to church. I know the truth gon' hurt, Lord. We just had to take them to church. We just had to take them to church. I know the truth gon' hurt. And yo, mom's on the way to church, she always tied faithfully. Her son and backslid and turned the kitchen to a bakery. I done had some niggas I love that tried snaking me. Even tried to kick me while I'm down, but they ain't breaking me. Wanna see me lose and trying to force me to stop. I could build an empire with a fork in the pot. When the spot got too hot, we just shut it down and change buildings. L what to get a couple squares and them names killed them. Got me screaming to the heavens to a teardrop. Coca like Pazé, nigga, now that's clear drop. God bless the child that can hold his own. I make it back safe with this load, niggas know it's on. But trust these niggas, they ain't crossed they self. They found their way to the money, but they lost they self. Can't even blame it on the money, niggas been evil. Making it to heavens like a camel through a pin needle. In other words, the chances are slim. Y'all should bet it all on us to take no chances with them. I just pray Allah have mercy and forgive us for our sins. The street life done curse me, Lord. We just had to take them to church. We just had to take them to church. We just had to take them to church. I know the truth gon' hurt, Lord. We just had.
Alright, boom. So niggas don't know, niggas know about you now, no freaky, but you've been putting in bad work, son. 2 questions. 1, when you knew you was nice. And number 2, when your peers start acknowledging, oh, this nigga nice.
Copy. I would say that when I realized that I was nice like that, it was early, to be honest with you. My older brother told me, like, nah, yo, I found one of your rhyme books. I never forget, I had a rhyme book with the 7 and the crescent on it, right? On the top. And he had looked in there and he had saw the rhymes and all that, because, you know, like, he was one of them guys that I want to impress, but I never, his footsteps were so, his shoes were so much bigger, it was like, I didn't even want to come to him and start rapping. You understand? He had to hear that shit on accident. He saw it. And when he told me I was nice, that's when I felt like that I was nice, because I want to be like him. You understand? I want to dress like him, talk like him, walk like him. And then when my
role model, you had a respectable role model.
Yeah, and then when the world start to say, well, if it had to be when the world really figured it out, it was like, you want to know who specifically it was, like who said, like, and then I was like, oh yeah, nah, it's solidified.
Yeah, tell me that.
I would have to say,
look, I may be wrong, but I got two people on mine. I may be wrong. I'm either thinking Luca or I'm thinking Lord Jamar.
First and foremost, it would have to be Luca or Killer.
For those who don't know what we talking about Luca Brasi, Gumbo, stand up and all that. Killer, you know what I mean? You already know Killer Cam, Dipset and all of that. Some been putting in work for a minute. I wanted him to, you know what I mean, to touch on that, no freaky, just a little bit.
Yeah, shout out Luca Brasi, shout out T Money, especially T Money, Luca Brasi, Shay. It was Shay, T Money, recipe Shay, T Money, Luca was the ones that told everybody. So at first, now mind you, I was making beats too. I was doing them soul samples in '95.
All right.
So when people was hearing a lot of beats, I was doing a lot of beats, not for them though, but I was doing beats. So one day I see Killer on the block, and I'm like, yo, I want to play you this beat CD, right? So when I played him the beat CD, I played him the wrong version. I played him with me on the beat. So I played it, and then the first thing I said is, I don't know if so my old head asked me if I want to be rich or poor. I had to think that one through slow. Rich or poor? Well, I'd rather be rich, but I wouldn't mind being Nicky Barnes, Alpo, Fat Cat, or Fritz. So when it got to that, now mind you, that's a long time ago. Now, at that point, I'm realizing, because now it's over the speaker. I'm like, oh, hold on, that's the wrong one. Then I stopped it. It was a beat by my man Kirk T. I stopped it, and then I played the instrumental. When he got done listening to the instrumental, he said, yo, who was that rapping though on that beat? That shit was fly. And it was him and Herb McGruff. And McGruff was like, yeah, that nigga was different. He on some different shit. So he was like, I was like, yeah, no, that was me. And then he was probably the first one that, cause I you know, I'm looking at Sunlight, you know. He's a great storyteller. He's a great flashy rapper. He could give you them bars. He give you everything. Killer is one of the better all around MCs. So when he said it, I said, oh, okay. Then once Luca heard that, he started telling everybody. Then I started bringing Thump Mendoza around. And when I brought Thump around, Luca wasn't even thinking about me no more. And this is my family.
This the thing though. See, niggas gotta respect Luca A. Cause it's one thing to be Killer. You know what I mean? Killer is Killer. He always been nice. You know what I mean? Mace background and all that. But he may be really responsible for Jimmy, even though Mace taught the nigga how to run. But the reason why I say you gotta respect Luca A, because correct me if I'm wrong, Joel Santana, I mean not Joel's, but J.R. Ryder, Hell Well and all that, that's Luca lineage right there. That's Taliban lineage. That merged with Dipset. You know what I mean? So if you listen to the diplomats back then, and all the people that is involved, a lot of people involved is actually off of Luca A. Like, yo, Killer, these niggas is nice. And Killer hitting niggas and then put the niggas in the team.
All that Purple City shit, all that Taliban, that was all Luca. That was all Kareem. He did all of that. He brought everybody together. He was paying for everybody's studio time. He was doing all that, son. Like he was the nucleus.
Once Luca your shit was gonna get moved because he had the DVDs and the CDs on Smash. So your shit definitely gonna get moved.
Yeah. If you landed on one of them Taliban CDs or one of them Triple Threat CDs, the Senate Taliban Dipset CDs, any one of them yo, if you got on one of them, you was guaranteed to be heard because Luca was on the block, and then he had about 5, 6 other cats working for him. They was running around crazy, man, with all them damn CDs.
That's a fact. So around the time you stepping into the industry, like, are you getting gas or are you seeing it for what it is? Like, now I got a slow stroke, this shit, take my time with it. Or was you one of the ones like, you know what I mean, we all young, we step into the game like, oh shit, it's about to be lights, camera, action, and the shit lead to a setback or a downfall, and then you gotta step your shit back up.
So let me tell you this. This is real shit. I knew that it was fake because I knew so many people that was in it for real. Now, mind you, remember the tunnel was popping at the time. Latin Quarters is popping at the time. The Q Club. So we was going from the tunnel on 27th and 11th. Then I would leave the tunnel, go up to 96 and Broadway, go to Latin Quarters. So mind you, I'm seeing Nori, I'm seeing Capone, I'm seeing all of these rappers in the tunnel. You understand? And I'm seeing like, now I see you in the video, but I don't know if you know, it ain't, I could tell right then and there that it wasn't what
it didn't coincide.
It didn't coincide with what I saw on the television. And not none of them people I named specifically, but it just wasn't coinciding. So I like, oh nah, I'm not putting my hustle down. I'm going back up top and I'm gonna do what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? And when this rap shit catch up, or when they catch up to what I'm talking about, then I sit my ass down. I never forget I was in Baseline Studio, in Jay-Z studio, and Dame gave me a very important jewel, but I didn't listen to it. He was like, man, this shit ain't about how nice you are, God. This shit is about being around. This shit is about being in the right place at the right time. But I done been around so many cats that I either watched them not deal with equality, so I knew I didn't want no parts of that. I knew I wasn't gonna never get nowhere with them, because I watched them not deal with equality with the people that they grew up with. So mind you, I'm a visitor, I'm an outsider. So I know I wasn't gonna get no equality, and I know I'm gonna want to end up backing out on you. At some point, I'm gonna line you up and do something. So I didn't even. So I'm like, man, I ain't. That's what made me fall back, because I saw so many inconsistencies in what they were saying and the way they was living.
Right now, before we get to this part here, before we about to go upstate, right? Before we go upstate, we're gonna let them hold something real quick.
I don't put my verse on y'all songs, nigga. Niggas, they talking good one. Rap about birds, but never cook one. When you gon' stop selling work, bitch, when the look come? Until then, I ain't got no choice but to cook a deuce. Jump in the coupe and ride around and get for loose. I'm relentless when it come to this sack chase. Nigga run off and get a wrist, neck, and a back brace. These rappers got boyfriends, they just act tough. Bring the dog through the hood like I'm driving a Mack truck. Some got a shit bag, I told him to back up. I ain't got nothing for you, boy, I told you to stack up. Niggas work around here losing like the Bills. Only thing around me getting pressed, boy, is the pills. Don't compare me to these sweet ass rappers. These niggas stackeries. If I ain't being shackled, a nigga can't get it back to me. A nigga that got bread for a 9 can't get no convo. My doorman know not to let you up to my condo. You been hustling 15 years, still buying rondos. I pray the drought coming. I miss getting Alonzo. Car full of scripts, but ain't no actors in it. Gate jumping like Jordan, ain't no mattress in it. Niggas love these songs cause all the facts is in it. About time they let a nigga win that actually did it. It's for my niggas that fly out Cali and mail them home. Shrink wrap spray, shrink wrap till the smell is gone. On Beverly Boulevard with whole sway ducking TMZ. I hope the cleaning lady don't find them birds in the B&B. My favorite Chris K-Boy told me watch for the B&E. Respectfully, K-Boy, tell them niggas to watch for me. I cook it on the first, it's gone before the third. Ask about me, I'm the one that stole my mama bird. These niggas had to rap their whole life to get a chain. Not me, I sold cane in the snow and rain. In the line is how the junkies came. A new razor with a string on that bitch and keep my funky tame. You broke niggas wake up aggy in the morning. I buy a brick at night, wake up and bag him in the morning. If I call a shot now, niggas will stab him in the morning. 10 blues, I make a nigga go grab him if I want him. I'm something niggas ain't seen in a while. I'm literally Kevin Lyles and Kevin Childs. God, we moving at a different pace. If you got locked for half a big, my nigga, we fighting a different case. Your girl ain't lying when she told you she been out of space. I linked the seat back and them stars was in her fucking face. She said she never rode in a race before. I said, your man 38, ask him what the fuck is he waiting for? If you can't get paid, the earth this big, you worthless kid. Nigga don't deserve to live. I put in 62 grams and pumped out a big. Let the fiend scrape the pot and got the fuck out the crib, motherfucker.
I took us down for a minute so you can see this picture right here because I got both these brothers in the building. Just one, shout it out. Wayne I Black, shout it out. Before we go upstate real quick, talk to me about these brothers right quick.
Oh man, Radar, that's the God brother. Just One is literally the one who introduced me to damn near everybody in Syracuse. He introduced me to all the people that I still rotate with to this day.
Let's talk about how big, no freaky, Just One's impact is upstate.
Just so let me tell you something that interesting about Just One. His impact is big, and he don't really understand how big it is, but it's bigger than what he know. But it should be bigger than it is, because he been putting it down, and he been putting it. He had this, this town on his back, and he always spoke light into the town for a long time, son. And like I said, he introduced me to a lot of the movers and shakers that I know and that I still deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's my God brother for life, man. For life, because yeah, he did that. He took me to the radio station for the first time. He took me to the studio. He showed me before we had our own studio, he showed me where to go to the studio at in Syracuse. He did all of that, son. It wouldn't be no what I'm doing if it wasn't for him, because he really moved those pieces. He showed me who was who. I would ask him, well, what's up with these cats? What's up with these cats? And he helped assemble the team.
So boom. I saw recently, I was doing my research, the God got to do his research and all of that, right? I was doing my research recently, and I saw that you and Just One just recently did a lot of collaborations and a lot of work together on this last project. Talk about that.
Yeah, so the whole Re-Rock EP, which is really basically me, Louis V, Just One, Thanos. He we did it the old school way, man. We sat in the studio for hours, and literally he mixed damn near all the records. I think all of them, but maybe 3 on the Re-Rock EP, which is out now. You can go to my Bandcamp to get that, or you can send me a direct Cash App and I'll send you the link. But he put, we sat there, and the Power mixtape. So all of the last 2 projects, we single-handedly sat together side by side.
That Power shit and the one before Power, that shit is yeah, listen, y'all go to YouTube Music, go to Spotify, go to Apple, go wherever you want to go. Son, he popping. Wherever you want to go, listen. The cover alone, hold on. The cover alone, okay? Yeah, it's the Ice-T throwback. Back when niggas was like 11, 12, 10 years older than all that. Darlene was on the cover looking all crazy. Where they say that? Where my son at?
If you was in jail at that time, Darlene would have been somebody you would have had on the wall.
Son, you killed this right here. I don't know what you was. I don't know if you smoking. I be on that good. I don't know what you was on. Sipping something nice, whatever. Whatever made you bring this right here. Bring this right here back as a classic, babe. That's a classic.
So that's me. That's my God brother, my partner, my real brother. I love him. That's G on the right, and then my homegirl on the left, man. That may she rest in peace, man. Crystal. So yeah. What's interesting about that cover is I showed it to Ice-T. He said, "That's ill. That's ill. I give you my blessing to do that. That's fire." And then he heard the music off of it. So,
No freaky, hold on. We ain't gonna overlook that, B. No freaky, hold on. We ain't gonna overlook that. Niggas don't know Ice-T been in the game for a minute since I think Wild Style one, since niggas pop locking and all that shit in the shit, right? The nigga been in the game for a minute. Said what it felt like, No freaky, to get that okay from the Godfather.
Oh man, that to get the okay meant everything, because we got some of these whack silly ass bloggers out here that say, "Oh man, he stole this and he these goofballs." So when I already knew that I was gonna get the blessing, because I done been around the God so many times, but amazing. Salute to the God Ice-T, man, because immediately he was like, "Oh nah, that's it right there. Of course you can use that. Yes, you got my blessing." But I do that every time, son. I do that every time I try when I get inspired from somebody else's work. I always give them their flowers. I'm a flower. I'm a flower. You understand?
I'm a congratulator, not a hater, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm a florist, God. I'm a florist. I give flowers out. You understand?
All right, so watch this. Let's take it upstate. I'm imagining you in the streets, you in the grind. I mean, that might be a reason for taking it upstate. I'll be listening. The God be doing it now. I'll be listening. I'm imagining that might be a reason for taking it upstate. You know what I mean? To do your 1-2 upstate. We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna incriminate ourselves and all of that. But to do your 1-2 upstate, let it be known someone's getting it in. At the same time, you focusing on your music card, right? No freaky, and you're around all these spinners. So take me to that era right there.
So that era, that's exactly what it was, man. Shout out my man Shiggity. So it originally started in Rochester. Great brothers in Rochester. Shout out my man G. Shout out my man Dre. Rest in peace to my man Marlo. Free to God, brother Rod, man. Yeah, God, it started there. It started there. I was in Dawson Barbershop, tearing niggas up on that pool table. That was another hustle too. Oh man, you know, I don't know if you know.
My fat domino and all that on the pool table. Let me find out, shit.
Oh son, like I'm dangerous on that table now. Like that's the dice in the pool table. That's a whole. So I could make a living on.
My dice, you talking about 4, 5, 6, or you playing craps or 7?
Nah. We shooting CeeLo. I'm notorious. Good. Them G spots. Look,
you stop making all of that if you find out, great dog.
What? Yo, free my brother Dick Wolf. If Dick Wolf was on here, he could tell you Dickie Doo would tell you that nigga wrist is lethal. And Dick Wolf got, you know, I don't know if they know, but his wrist is lethal on them dice. Boy.
Shout out to Ola Dick Wolf. Word, the big Ola.
Yeah, so anyway, call himself. I get on track when I start talking about my brother. Upstate, yeah, that we, you know, the 1-2 was going on heavy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could do the one to that later. But at that point, you know, so now of course we got our own studio. We got 1 or 2 studios. We got one that they call Death Row. And see, I never drank in my life. I never smoked in my life. So they never, you know, while niggas is in there doing that, my little brothers and all of them, Aaron Cooks, a.k.a. Stove God, while they in there smoking and ashing on the floor, you know, I'm coming through cleaning up. They're like, oh, man, this nigga, man, you got to go back to Motown. They called my studio Motown because my studio was like godly. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but carpet.
The godliness, that's a fact.
Yeah, it ain't nothing but carpet fresh and pine saw you smell when you come in that thing in a good $300-400 cologne on. So good. You know, but you know, we showed love, man. Me and Sammy would be in there every single day. Sammy Jesus every day. He been with me if he wasn't locked up, we was together every day in the studio. And
your craft and all that. What's the first joint that you putting out around this time that you noticing is getting recognition?
Oh man, if I say that, yo God, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. It was a record called No Tway, and in that record, I said, watching me get dressed is like watching the Cartoon Network. Shaggy do across my sweatshirt and listen. That ain't just on the weekend. Got to see me every day for a month before I'm repeating. Needless to say, I'm eating. You want to know why? Because I ain't scared to go to Broadway and pick up a pie. Word from the wise, Fredo. Told me, Taj, don't stop flipping cocaine till $1 million is your Play-Doh.
Hey, I wanted you to talk that talk one time for the people. I wanted you to talk that talk one time for the people, sir. That's a fact. All right, so you thought recognizing your shine around this time right here, that made you go harder, though, Freaky?
Of course. Yeah.
Are you forming the guard squad? Hold on, but back up. When does the mask come into play? Because it's only been one nigga to do it, or maybe a larger scale, but this scale was much flyer, no Freaky. I must admit, and that's God bless the dead, R.I.P. MF Doom. You know what I mean? But when did that start coming into play?
The mask came into play when I got.
How much guap you just spit through a mask, my nigga? I see you with the Chanel joints. I see you with the whole type joints, my nigga. You just spit the heavy bag on his mask, speed. But yeah, when this shit came into play?
So the mask the mask came into play when I got sent a cease and desist, right? So then I said, yo, I'm about to come back in. And really, I was focusing on my son. I was focusing on my son and you know the railroad Vine. You know 29 Vine?
Yeah.
So my nephew, which is his son, I was focusing on Amir, which was Baby 8, and Polo God. So I was done. I was out the way. I wasn't one of them fathers that was like, okay, I'm gonna still try to be in the videos and be all in the mix. I just was like, you know what? It's the young God's turn. And then I started noticing what I said was gonna happen started to happen. And that was when the lights started coming upstate, because upstate cats was really still spitting that pain and really still talking that talk. So at that point, I said, oh, I'm about to come back. I've been waiting for this. And we know and understand that everything come back 360 degrees. So when that came back, I said, oh, all right. And then I just started dropping little records here and there. Oh, yeah, you see that good iceberg sweater? That was about 1,800.
Yeah, I had to bring that up. I used to have the Snoopy's crazy back in the day too. So you want the only nigga with the Snoopy's feet. I had the Snoopy's and all that crazy feet back in the day, iceberg and all that shit. That's why I had to show that right there. But yo, before we get into Upstate Heavy, we go drop another joint for him real quick, and then we go spin the block back on Upstate real quick, heavy like.
Copy.
Good people, y'all hold this real quick. Great God, shout out, who greater than God, you heard?
So this one's about your life, huh? Yeah. From hustling to juxing. Hey yo, this that gun talk for real. DJ Greenland, this is an invasion.
Yo, peace to my God, brother, great God. This big Bolo. Brooklyn, East Flatbush.
1-2, 1-2.
You are now listening to God Brothers.
I got shot last night, now it's time for me to leave. As my soul left my body, I watch myself bleed. I see people gather around that I ain't love, trying to plead, yelling, please don't die, knowing they wanted me to leave. I saw the blitz coming. But God asked me not to squeeze, I asked why. I could kill him and leave, or is my time up? Before God could answer me back, they attacked me, and my hand froze as soon as I reached for Jackie. All I heard was bullets flying, some was yelling, some was crying. 911 calls, I heard the lady yell out, someone's dying. I watched my main man dig in my pockets and take my 9. I had only been dead for 3 or 4 minutes, soul still flying, but he ain't care though. Son ain't even look back, this the same cat I pricked my finger with and made a pact. If anything ever should happen to me, just watch out for the seeds and make sure Lil Kayed knowledge his degrees. That's all I ask, Lord. He in the car smacking his dashboard, but he ain't crying, yo, he actually smiling. This nigga wildin'. To the public eye, he loved me, but actually he hated me in silence. He ain't even called my family yet to let him know I was dead. Instead, he went to the crib and took all the bread, snatched up a couple coats, went in the safe and grabbed a couple birds of things that I'm watching from Jenna I can't put in words.
So be a thankful servant that whatever Allah gives you, but wallahi, I swear by Allah, if I had nothing, had no money, and homeless in a homeless shelter, or living in the street, or living in a park, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as I have Islam. And if I can die Muslim, then I'm a happy man.
My family know now I'm watching my pops cry, watching my brothers weep. Every one of my baby girls crying, they losing sleep. I'm most concerned about my mama though. My sisters is torn. How Lil Kayed gon' weather the storm? His pops locked up. Who gon' teach him to hoop? Give me a second, y'all. I need to regroup. I'm watching my man tell my mama I don't know why he ain't shoot. I went to his crib, but it wasn't no loot. This nigga, he a snake. He had the birds, he could've gave mama the cake. It's killing me to see him embrace. Cat on waist, why is he even at my weight? I'd rather a nigga flip my casket than kiss my face. Get him from around my babies, acting like he all concerned. That's why I wrote in my will to go ahead and put me in an urn. I knew these niggas was gonna be faking, acting like they love me, crying over my casket, knowing they wish they was me. God.
You are now listening to God Brothers.
Hey yo, this one's about your life, huh?
Hold on, good people. We about to get back right. Hold on, let me get this off. Let me get this off the joint. Hold on. Let me get this off the joint. Hold on. Alright, bam. Alright, boom. We upstate heavy right now. We get into our 1-2 with the bag and all that good shit. We practicing and honing our craft. We got our joint popping right now. They listening to the bars. They hear all the slick talk, all the vivid, illustrious bars and all that good shit. Alright, now bam. It's a pivot real quick. You went from niggas knowing you nice, you know what I mean? But you still on the bench though. You wait for a nigga to get hurt, you know what I mean? To get up in the game, you know what I mean? Alright, but now it's your time. You on the court, my nigga. Like you getting it in. Number one, when does the Roc Marciano situation, those who don't know PIMPIRE, that's Roc Marciano's situation right there. Those who don't know this wave that's going on right now, a lot of people they credit that wave to Griselda. But fact be told, this whole thing is like a Roc Marciano wave. You know what I mean? Fact be told. Even Griselda tell you niggas it's a Roc Marciano wave. Fact be told, Marciano don't get his respect like he need to get his respect. Niggas don't know Marciano go way back to Busta Rhymes camp and all that shit at one time, you know what I mean? So when does this Roc Marciano situation pull up for you?
So the Roc Marciano situation pull up after probably like me going crazy for like 8 months, son.
Back up. Pour himself, God. Before we do that, before we get to the Roc Marciano situation, we shouted the God out, but we got to get the God his due credit. Let's back up to Lord JAMAR.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, peace to Lord JAMAR, man. Lord, I met Lord at a Roc Marciano show in Brooklyn. So, you know, I'm back. I'm already talking to him, right? Now, unbeknownst to him, I already sent him a record 9 years before I actually talked to him, and it was called My Book of Life. It was about me having knowledge of self and how I got knowledge of self and how I felt and how I was scared to go in there and quote my degrees because I ain't want to fumble and all of that, right? So I sent him that record 9 years ago. He don't even know it's me. He still don't know. He don't even know who I am. He just being the God and he being cordial. Then he hear Roc call me up on stage and he see me rip the show. Next thing I know, I get a DM the next morning like, yo, man, I feel crazy. Like, I didn't know who you was, but damn, God, like, that shit was mean. And then he been showing genuine love ever since. Me and Lord got about 8-9 records together. We're gonna drop an EP. We got some fire records. And I'm on one of my greatest accomplishments too is that being on a brand Nubian record. I got a record called The Original Man with me, Lord JAMAR, and Grand Poobah that ain't came out yet.
Word. Grand Poobah, you should talk back in the day. And that nigga, nothing. Poobah was a fly nigga back in the day, but he kept the Tommy Hilfiger, the Naughty, kept the polo pocket.
You remember
that nigga.
60 Jabos and them Hilfiger ruggies back. Yeah. So Lord, that's how we met, and then we just start building after that. Every day we on the phone, we building. He introducing me. He throwing certain alley-oops, and it just been like that ever since, son. That's
what I was about to say. It's a couple people I see specifically get an alley-oop from Lord JAMAR, and the shit it spin them to a whole different light. Yeah. One being you, number one being you, and number two being RJ Payne.
Oh yeah. RJ Payne a maniac, son.
That nigga's a maniac. Right now,
he a maniac.
Not to take the focus off of you, but right now, who I think running the game, you, and with all these type of bars, you. That's why it's a pleasure to have you up on my stage, right? You, 38, of course, the Griselda niggas, the whole BSF movement, all that shit. Niggas with my nigga Wade Kid from the Midwest. That nigga's nice. He been doing this thing for a long time, son. That nigga Willie Esco been doing this thing for a long time, son. But it's your moment right now, though. You bring this shit to the stage, that theatrics, but when I say theatrics, I only mean the mask alone. Everything is vivid. Everything is co-signed. Like I said, it's illustrious talk. You can only talk that talk if you play a certain way. You understand? See, your shit is validated. And it's niggas like that who winning right now, son.
Nah, real shit. And a lot of cats, it's only a certain, like, you know when it's real and when it ain't. You know and understand. Like we know who the mystery God is. You understand what I'm saying? So when you know and understand, you can see it. it sounds different. You understand? It you know, the intricate details. You understand that it's like, oh nah, boy did that. Yeah. That ain't no way around that. So that's what I'm here to
what
that for
made me
authenticity.
feel good though, Freaky. Like I knew you, like it made me felt like I know this nigga, like I'm proud right now. I seen you and Uncasa on stage being Rock Marciano walked out. But when you looked into the crowd, it was the other type of crowd. That nigga made it. When you done filled the house up with the mother niggas over there, that mean you done made it, son. Like it was a lot of a mixed crowd, a lot of people up in there. It was more Caucasians than the originals up in there. They spent their money to come see you. Then you saying something, B. You and Uncasa look real good on stage. Then to see Rock Marciano walk out at the end of that shit, how that felt right there, B. That show right there. Uh-oh, my son's still in the building. Oh, my shit, somebody froze up real quick. Let me see what's going on. Me drop it. Bang, there you go. All right, we had it back. All right, you heard me go?
Pardon, sir. What you said? I couldn't hear the last.
You heard what I said?
I couldn't hear the last thing you said.
All right, that's what I said right here. I just saw something recently, and it made me feel like I was proud of a nigga, and I don't even know a nigga. You know what I mean? So I can imagine niggas that know you and be around you. I just seen you and Uncasa on stage tearing it down. That niggas was looking real good. I seen Rock Marciano walk out, you know what I mean, on stage at the end of the joint. But what I was more proud of, I see who was spending their money to come see you. When you got that crowd spending their money to come see you, that means it's time to start dropping heavy merch, vinyl, and all type shit, because they spend their money and your bag about to go crazy.
Yeah, nah, it's about to go crazy. Let's not ever forget though, they coming to see Rock. They coming to see Rock, and I'm just a special guest that's not disappointing when it comes. You know, I'm rising to the occasion, but they coming to see the God. You feel me? And for him to take his light and go like that and put it on me so I can get some of that light. Come on, God. You know that got to be saluted. That can't never be disputed. It has to be saluted.
That's a fact. How far you and Uncasa go back?
We go back to I would say the early 2000s. Yeah.
Another one not respected for his ball game, B. His ball game is bananas. The opening of that diplomatic community alone, the opening of that shit alone, some Uncasa will forever be in hip hop history. But that nigga need to get more respect on his bars, B. He always been a beast in the battle rap section and the underground and all that. But that nigga bars has always been, I don't know, that nigga bars is colorful. That's the best way to describe it.
Hey,
colorful, man.
Yeah, that's the Crayon Man rock star, son. You know that.
I'm gonna show people a little clip of something. And when I show people a little clip of something, we gonna talk about it. And I want you to get the people the birth of this situation right here, the actors in this situation right here, and what's going on with this right here.
Yo, just go in the kitchen. What the fuck took y'all so long, man? So in the kitchen, my nigga. I'll be there in a second. Yo, did I say stay in the fucking kitchen, my nigga? Yeah, man. Fuck, my nigga. Fuck, my nigga, why the fuck would you bet like $14? I put up 50 now, bro. That shit don't make no sense, bro. You doing that dumb shit all the time, bro. What you want to do, my nigga? Nigga, bet a fucking 1,000, nigga. You know what I'm doing for 1,000, my nigga? Saying one of these girls, my nigga. You got that shit to a girl, my nigga. What is wrong with you, my nigga? You already know.
Now this right here, good people, before we talk about this right here is something real good right here. Yeah, I remember Money and Violence back in the day. It was one of the best shows to hit the scene right here, right? But nothing for nothing, all respect to Money and Violence, it took them like maybe the second or third season to get their quality up. That first season, they was looking, I mean, kind of cheesy and all that good shit, right? Right now, it's right here, the Young Guards. This is my son shit right here, the Young Guards. Y'all see the quality. It's shot with great quality off the bat. You know what I mean? It's the first season, I believe, but there are a couple episodes in. I think we up to episode 5 or something like that right now. I've been checking it out heavy. Y'all need to go check that, the Young Guards. It's on my son page. Trooper, if you don't mind, drop the link to Great Guard. Drop the link to Great God page in the chat. It's on his page, right? I need to check it out. But let's talk about the Young Guards, the birth of that, how that formulated, what's going on with that. Talk to me.
So the Young Guards started off with me shooting a video for my son Polo God, right? So he had a bunch of his homies and
that's your seed. Uh-oh. Hold on.
You can hear me, God?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. When you say your son, that's your seed right there.
Yeah, that's my first son right there. And,
Salute to
yeah,
salute to that shit. That can't be overlooked. Salute to that shit. But I keep going.
Yeah, so that's my baby boy, and he was shooting a music video, and he was like, "Dad, I want my videos to look how yours look, like movies." So then, make a long story short, they said they wanted to do a scene where they was robbing a store, but as they was doing it, it looked so good. I said, "Yo," and it was during Corona, so we was bored. It looked so good. I said, "Come on, we're gonna go the next day. We're gonna do another scene." Then we did another scene, and then we like, "Man, we're gonna do a show," because I know that there's so many young men out there that lack direction. They don't got the uncles around. They ain't got fathers around. They don't have no positive role models around. So this show is about having to come up by yourself and make decisions that could possibly change your life forever within a split second.
What I see in that right there, though, I'm a piggyback, no freaky. I mean, over something you just said, though. What I see in that is that it may be some that got father figures that don't have father figures, but it's always a sturdy nigga around telling the young niggas like, "What the fuck is you doing? I mean, you fucking up. You need, you know what I mean? You got a heavy presence to that. It's not just one character. It may be the old man who talking to the nigga in his 30s or 40s that run the little niggas. It may be him. He keep that nigga on the straight and narrow. And you got that same nigga, he talking to the young boys, keeping them. Anybody that get called guard for some reason, that shit, they paying attention to the young guards. They making sure the guards, whatever they doing it, however they doing it, because we all know we ain't condoning the streets, but a lot of these young niggas go get out here in the streets. So if you get out here in the streets, it's rules and regulations to this shit, and you may need to listen to the old head to understand these rules and regulations. I like that. And number two, I like how you got the youngin listening to the old head. You got some that like fuck the old head, but then you got one or two that's listening to the old head, and you see the gems that they getting from the old head and how it's working for them. Talk to me about that, God. I know that all got to do with knowledge itself, but talk to me about that.
I mean, you know that all go back to the lessons, man. And we don't teach adults; we teach the babies, because the babies gonna teach each other. So that's really the basis of that, man. It's like I know that I watched my son get to a point where he didn't want to listen to nobody that was over 20. He didn't even respect nobody that was over 20. Now he's in jail doing 20. You understand what I'm saying? And he had the light. He had everything that he could possibly want and have. And it was that, it was the allure of the streets that grabbed him, and I watched it happen.
Hey, yo, you just touch home, no freaky, God. You just touch home, no freaky, God. Got 4 C's, you know what I mean? 2 of my C's, we had an off and on kind of shaky relationship. Nigga did 4 Fed, nigga did 2 State, then did another 18 months, you know what I mean? But then I got my oldest boy, you ain't never really wanted for nothing, nigga, but in the suburbs, so it's like taking care of whatever you needed, this and third. That nigga doing a heavy 5, no freaky, right now down the 40. You know what I mean? So it's all, I don't know if you got more than 1 C, but if you got more than 1 C, it's one of them C's that's just like you. 9 times out of 10, that's the one you go bump heads with. No freaky, more than often. The reason you go bump heads with that nigga because he just fucking like you. It don't matter where you raised up in, how you try to bring him up. It's in that nigga DNA. Like mine, he say he getting his mind right. Inshallah, he had his mind right when he touched the ground. So you touch home with that, be no freaky. I understand that wholeheartedly.
I just left him in 5 points yesterday, and I told him that verbatim. I said, "Listen, son, strengthen your iman. Put your head on the floor, and inshallah, you'll come home in 7. We could cut that 15 in half and get you a 7 on this appeal." But it's just heartbreaking that that he had to bump his head in that manner. His first time, ain't nobody get killed or nothing, but the car pulled up on him. He thought it was niggas trying to rob him. He started blowing. It ended up being the police. And ain't nobody get hit. Nobody got hit. Nobody got killed. And they felt it was justified to give him 20 years behind that, God. So, I told him, strengthen your iman, stay out the politics, stay away from the gangs, the gays, and the drugs in here. And your uncle is who he is, old Dickie Doo. So you be all right. You gonna be all right wherever you go. You gonna be all right, but you gotta, now I'm trying to teach them with that power that you have and the power that you possess. You only 19 years old, so don't be in there wagging your tail too much, because they're already trying to figure out why your cell look like Dwayne Reed right now. Who is this young boy? Why is everybody da-da-da-da-da? Why he got all these feats? Why this and that? And why he, like, you understand? I had a couple old niggas talking like,
right now. I dig it.
Yeah. So I just taught him, I taught him something that the God Shabar taught me, man. And that's learn how to lead from the back. You ain't got to put yourself in the front line, God. Just knowing that you could push the button is enough. That was always enough for me, knowing that I could get, you feel me? You know how that go, God.
I dig it. So like I said right now, getting this cosign, not that you need it, but it's always appreciated. Getting this cosign from Roc Marciano, where you see your career going right now, B.
I mean, I see it going to the top. I got to hurry up and get overseas because I feel like I'm stagnant right now. Everybody else like, man, nah, you the guy. But I don't see it, maybe because I'm in it. But I know I gotta get myself overseas, and he keep asking, I gotta get over there on them tours with him. But I was going through so much with my son, and that's my baby boy, so that took a toll on everything, and it took precedence over everything. So soon as I got my deal, my brother gets killed, Mendoza, and then my son go to jail. So it was like, what I'm saying, it's a lot on my head, son. So but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he don't make no mistakes, man. He's the best of planners. So, I'm finally right now getting to a space where it's like, okay, now I can move and shake. Now I know what I got to do, and I'm mentally prepared to get it done.
All right, listen. I'm going to play one more joint, right? I'm going to play one more joint, and then I'm going to ask you a couple more questions, right? Because this joint right here, you talking your talk on this shit right here. You talking heavy on this shit right here, so we got to get to it. Hold on.
I forgot about that one.
Nah, this ain't the song, but it's just the cover. The song, I had to steal the cover. I just steal the cover. And this cover right here, the way you freaked it was tight fly, right? But this the song right here. Bye summer, y'all niggas hold this.
Voyage, you fake fly niggas who think getting fresh is new Air Ones. Goodbye, niggas. We are now approaching peacoat weather. This is Stefano Ricci. This is not Daniel's leather. Nah, you know my specialty, cashmere sweaters. Fly as Special Ed was when he jumped out that Jetta. I'm talking 5500, a turtleneck from Inpil. My life been real since a nigga jumped off his big wheel. If that shit made its way to the mannequin, ain't no big deal. The shit they trying to throw on great is getting stitched still. If I ain't getting tailored or fitted, then I don't sit still. When the leaves start to fall off trees, that's when they get ill. That's when they ask, where the fuck is he going? He hopped out of the coupe with racing gloves, knuckles was showing. Man, come on, great God, your knuckles exposed. This the type of shit that you get when you purchase the rolls. Life different when your money don't fold. You smirk different when you watch platinum, and them niggas think that it's gold. It hurt their heart to see 3 inches worth of dirt on the rolls that you don't plan on driving again cause you think that it's old. Hello winter, bye summer. I got decades of being fresh, I'm no newcomer. Macintosh Dalton double with the hat to match this Laurel Piani scarf alone. It cost me 7 racks, God.
Alright man, that's enough of that fly fancy shit. Turn this shit back up, man. Let's go, great God.
That talk or that shit right there. So you talking real illustrious or that shit right there, go.
Yeah, son. I'll be having to wag my tail a bit sometimes.
Dig it, son. No freaky. You was wagging your tail, but you was talking that heavy talk, that illustrious way. You was talking good comments right there, son. But yo, let me ask you something, big. You say you jumped off the stoop around 13, 12, 13 and all that right now, right? Great God now. All the accomplishments you done made, all the trials and tribulations the God man went through, you know what I mean? All that mixed up. You know what I mean? We all take losses, the objects to have more wins than losses. What would you tell the young God back then? Now.
Knowledge, the greatness, and patience.
Say that one more time.
I would tell my old self to do the knowledge to patience. Because without patience, patience is the most important part. If you patient, God, you can't be thinking hasty. You can't move off of emotion. You understand? A lot of things that I did split second, not even no thought about it. You understand? Because I was dealing with emotion and I was dealing with ego and pride. And ego and pride to make you move with the way you know you ain't supposed to be moving. You understand? I used to tell my son, like, yo, why you got the 7U on you? Keep the 7U at the crib because it be those 5 minutes or 10 minutes that you gotta drive to get the 7U that you might talk yourself out of it. But if you got the joint on your hip, you gonna like me personally, not bragging or nothing, but I never shot nobody at nighttime because I always, you understand? If it's on you, you gonna back it out and you gonna let it go without even thinking. So I would tell my old self, man, that, you know, the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said that the greatest reward shall go to the Muslim that shows patience. So I would say knowledge, patience, and really know and understand what it means and what the reward is from being patient. Because now I'm reaping the rewards for me being patient.
Being patient. Talk that talk, Lord. Talk that talk.
Yeah.
All right, let's one more joint. Then I got one more little question, and then we up out of here, Lord. Y'all now it's just freestyle right here. Son Killer just listen to what my son talking.
Anything is better than nothing. You better know it. It's stacked all year for that brand. Why would you blow it? Tell niggas you broke your hand, you never show it. Your grass too tall to see snakes, you gotta mow it. That mean keep them suckers out of your life. For you end up digging your man condom out of your wife. You think them niggas in Elmira respect you popping bottles when you ain't sent no commissary or pick of a model? I hope that nigga boom you when he come back home. Killed the sucker nigga with work, that's how I got back on. Look. Nigga know my mission, seeking Detroit, send a decoy, little bad bitch from Brevoort, red dots all over his body glowing like Leroy. If I get locked, I'ma spin the yard like a B-boy. But I forgot y'all know how spinning the yard feeling, putting hands and feet on a nigga like he a Tar Heel. I tell these other rappers quick, fuck your interlude, I'm trying to stuff a brick in the tire like it's an inner tube. Why don't you go and get some bread? You ducking your landlord, I'm ducking the feds. Everything is a headshot, fuck shooting his leg on the jukes, I wear a mask and a wig with dreads. Yeah, I was wearing a mask before COVID. Street nigga that drive his Rolls Royce like they stole it. Got $1 million block and the cops do not patrol it. They just looking for the pearl white rape. Tell them I sold it. Wolf said it's 50K in the bank. I said roll it, shot trips and won 48 cash. I couldn't fold it. God, look. I ain't done yet. Dropped the nigga to Addy last week. He ain't come yet. He was on the net talking crazy, knowing he dumps off. I dropped the Addy. Say where he at?
Got lost.
I lost, B. Word, check God. Lost. Hey, but listen. I heard you shout out one name on your joint, and I want to hit a connection on that. And then I was tight jelly because I heard my son, the big homie, I heard the son on a drop on your joint. One was my nigga Pimp. Shout out Pimp.
Yeah.
Pimp was on a drop on your joint. And then I heard you shout out Zip with the Drip on one of your joints. Talk to me about them two niggas right there. Oh, my son froze up on me. Let me see. There you go right there. You there?
Yeah, Pimp, that's my god brother, man.
Yeah, when I heard that shit, said I text that nigga like said I heard you on his great God shit. So I'm tight jelly right there. Don't freaky be I'm hearing you on his great God shit, B.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. Like you know, it's them God. He the guy, man. So it's like You know, hey, yo, Pimp is in the episode of Young Gods too. We filmed that shit like 4 years ago. He in there. I'm about to throw his scenes in there. But
Say word.
Yeah, he in there, and he give the knowledge that he giving my son in the joint. It's eerie because it all ended up happening. Like, it's wild, son. Shout out to him. Shout out to my brother, Times Square. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, God, like, yeah. Pimp, that's my family though, man.
Alright, and what made you drop Zip name in that verse, Steve?
So Zip is one of them guys that I kept hearing him throwing them darts. I'm like, God, the boy going crazy, son. Like, see, like me, son, like I told you, I'm a florist. I ain't got to know you. I ain't got to know you to give it up. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got to pay me. You ain't got to pay me to put me in your story and put you in front of 4,000 people. You like, I hear it, I know it, and I know when I love what I hear. So I'm just, I'm throwing the alley-oop because that's what I would want somebody to do for me. I'm just dealing with equality, Lord.
Peace, God. Peace, God. Bye, so boom. Let the people know where you find you at. Let the people know about the upcoming ventures and the new endeavors and all of that. And shout out your team and all that good shit.
Yeah, man. So, right now I would like for y'all to go over to GREATEGAWD.com or either hit me on Instagram. Everything is Great God. GREA, the number 8, GAWD. That's on all platforms all the way around the board. Anytime you put in Great God, hit me on any one of them because I'm always interacting with the fans, whether it's a YouTube comment, Instagram comment. That's just what I do. I interact with the ones that show that love. So, yeah, and then shout out to the God Squad, man. Watch out for season 2 of Young Gods. The new album with me and Rock Marcy coming out on Rock Nation. So watch out for that. It's fully produced by Rock Marcy. For the most part, it's done. Big shout out to the whole PIMPIRE, man. That's it, son.
Hey, yo, Great God. Again, son, I appreciate you, G. You were talented, B. And everything I say in that description, that holds true. You know what I mean? I put my bond on that. You got illustrious bars. You vivid with your rap. You raw. You know what I mean? It's polished rawness. You know, you understand what I'm saying? It's still gritty enough to touch the streets, but you can talk to them fly, elegant niggas too, no freaky. You know what I mean? Yeah. So your son, I appreciate your time. You can't get that back, B. I appreciate your time, son. We go lead the people with one more joint. We up out of here. Peace, God.
Peace.
Yo, Smokey! It's Great God. Yo, Dow, you ready? If he violates somebody, gotta die, word to mine. Let his ass get out of place. I put him back in line. Niggas had them skimpy ass bags. I was packing mine. If you got the bread for a big, then don't you order 9. True street stories I'm telling. Nigga, I ain't them. Whoever was supplying your boss, I was supplying them. 4 season 10s for tees and a champ hood. Take 18 and make 36 if the stamp good. Cut it out the rubber, break your way and spray it, then put it back together and sell it. Nothing to play with. Kept the money at my auntie house. She ain't even know it. She was cleaning one morning and found it. I let her blow it. When the snakes in the grass, keep it cut. You gotta mow it slow. Money's better than no money. You better know it. You's a dummy if you still selling weed and you don't grow it. Got rich and my old head taught me how not to blow it. I learned a lot from a nigga who was 62. Taught me how to go buy an ounce, then buy a 62. He was rich before I was born. He said at 62, he ran all the dope from Knickerbocker to Brooklyn Zoo. Who is you? Real only recognized official. Shot a nigga on Livonia. His mama heard it on Bristol. Yeah, I laid on him. Said a quick prayer, loaded a missile. Waited for the train, and when it came past, emptied the pistol. And I skated off. Got away clean, cause it was calculated. Thought it through. I don't do nothing because I'm agitated. He no longer with us. Know why? Cause he violated. Disrespect coming to play, it get annihilated. Nigga know my mission. Seek and destroy. Send a decoy. Little bad bitch from Freeport. Red dots all over his body, glowing like Leroy. If I get locked, I'm spin the yard like a B-boy. I ain't gotta make up nothing. I just recollect. Went to work and then bought work. Soon as I got a check, worked at the rehab perfect. Soon as they got their check, they ain't had to leave to get high. They bosses they connect. Sound foul, but somebody gotta do it. Getting fiend head. Fuck it, somebody gotta chew it. With no Mario Brothers for me, I was getting to it. Stashing every last coin I made like I was Jewish. We was kicking doors, laying niggas down on their kitchen floors. If I can't find you, fuck it, I go and get your whore. If I can't find that bitch, I'm to the daycare. I don't play fair, I'm in your crib if the safe there. And we don't beef what niggas beat, we go to damn war. Catch them at the shipwreck, tear up the damn store. Mama, y'all want no drama. From 05 to 2012, I was like Osama. They was looking for me. Know you hear that shit in my voice, my heart pouring out. Relocated for 7 years, I ran the warrant out. New ID, new state, 100 in the suitcase. D's kicked the door down, bitch. I'm going too late. When I first moved upstate, I had 2 apes. 6 months later, I had enough for 2 rapes, and I did all this off coca. Put diamonds in chokers. Was I Scarface? Nah, but I felt like Sosa. What you know about cooking a bird, selling a brick and all dimes from the first to the third? You wanna talk cocaine? Nigga, let's go. And man, some more birds than me. He work at Petco. God, great God.
I get next to you. Let talk to me. I really wanna need you. Can I talk to you? I'm trying to get next to you, niggas.
I really wanna meet you, girl. I really wanna know your name. Oh, come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you, girl. I really wanna know your name. Come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you.